we know parenting is one of the most challenging and rewarding jobs that we have, and we always want the best for our kiddos.
Challenging and rewarding all at the same time,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
In every second.
Always.
There is much more information out there about the latest in child development. Sometimes it can feel hard to keep track of, right? You hear this is the right thing, that is the right thing, so what do you do?
There's so much information flowing. Kylie is live with how a free hotline is giving parents some advice, one phone call at a time. And Kylie, you're going to need this one day, maybe soon.
Maybe soon.
Maybe in a few years, maybe 3 or 4 years, Yetta. Don't be telling the public I'm pregnant. I am not pregnant. But yes, I already do have the hotline downloaded to my app, so I am prepared. I am ready to go. I've got the number in here in case something happens in the future. But this is a really cool thing. I think anybody out there who deals with young kids, you need to listen up, because what we're going to tell you is going to change your life. Have you been in a situation before? Maybe your baby is fussy, won't go to sleep. Maybe your 3-year-old is not having a good time adjusting to bringing a newborn home. These are all questions that they answer here. We were at Southwest Human Development right near about 24th Street in Thomas, a great organization, and they do so much here. And I think this is one of the most interesting things here. They have all of these professionals here that actually run and they operate this helpline. So what is a line that you can download on your phone? You can have the number saved, and it is available 12 hours a day during the week. So we want to talk to Allison. When I found out you guys did this, you've had it around for a while, but we want to spread the word and let people know that this is out there, because any question can be answered really by these ladies here that run it.
That's absolutely right. So this is a free service with enormous expertise in early childhood, birth to 5. And people can call, parents can call, grandparents can call, all kinds of caregivers, teachers, child care providers, and professionals with questions or worries they may have about children in the birth to 5 age range.
Tell us a little bit about some of the questions that they typically answer. We know they answer a lot of questions, but tell us about maybe some of the most common ones.
Well, commonly people have concerns or questions about how to feed children, how to transition them from, bottles to solid foods, how to help them sleep through the night. Lots of babies and young children have trouble sleeping through the night. If they don't sleep, no one sleeps. So we do a lot of help around that. Also, how to promote healthy development, how to encourage children to develop their language skills. So we think a lot about reading to children and make recommendations around that, or any sort of struggle that they may be having with the next step in development.
And all the people who work here, who answer the calls, they're all trained professionals. They've all worked in early childhood education, so they have a lot of background and a lot of knowledge.
Absolutely. Actually, the building is sort of bursting at the seams with knowledge about very young children and parenting. So we are delighted to help people, and I think it's important that people know that parenting is hard. It was hard for me. When I took my baby home, I was thinking about this. I brought my baby home from the hospital. I didn't say to her, "Don't worry, I got you covered. I have a PhD." I was very, I was like, well, we're going to have to figure this out. So I think it's nice that you don't have to figure it out alone. There's a lot of expertise and a lot of willingness and, to help people, and hoping that people will call and ask questions.
So we have somebody who made the phone call, and he actually works here, and he was in a situation, him and his wife with their 2 little ones. You picked up the phone and you called.
That's right. I'm one of the people who is not an expert in early childhood, but either way, as Allison said, everybody can use a little bit of extra help. My 2-year-old started hitting the 6-month-old in the head every time my wife would set him down. And so my wife is very upset about this, obviously. So I picked up the phone and I called the Birth to 5 helpline, spent about 20 minutes on the phone, really talking through what was going on. And ultimately, I call them baby whisperers. What they came up with was not what we logically thought we would do. They suggested, let's empower him, let's give him choices. So we would let him choose what pajamas to wear, whether he would take a toy car or his lovey in the car when we go for a drive. And then we would have my wife spend about 10 minutes with him, my 2-year-old, one-on-one as soon as I got home from work, and make a big deal about it. And no joke, within 2 days, the behavior had almost entirely stopped. Now, that was not my only call to the Birth to 5 helpline, and they're 4 and 5 now. I've made at least 4 or 5 calls, plus Allison has a seat in her office that's reserved for me and my questions. But it's tough to be a parent of a young child. They don't tell you what they really need. And so when there are people who really understand the needs of children and kind of can help you work through it, and there's not always one solution that works for every child. My child is going to be different from your child, but we keep trying, and they'll make multiple calls. Let me tell you, we had one potty training thing that went for about a month and a half.
They can
and
be on speed dial. And we do want to let you know, we've got the number on your screen right now. It is 877-705-KIDS. Again, you can call that number. They're open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday, so be sure to call them if you have a question. Guys, it is free. I'm lucky enough, whenever I do have kids, Yetta, I have all of you moms as well to ask.
Oh, we'll tell you what to do.
I'm
Don't
sure a lot of
worry.
questions will eventually be coming your way.
You can call us anytime, Kylie, even if it's now
Yeah.
or in the future.
Oh, yeah. Sooner the better, really.
Yeah, you can call us
While
in
it's
9
fresh in our
months.
minds.
Anyways, Kylie, thank you for that.